Okay, top 5 success factors for CBD brand leaders. Here we go.
All right.
Crawl, walk, run, define your brands. Oh.
Definitioning. All right, so I'm going to do it your way.
Huh?
Stopwatch.
Yeah, my stopwatch goes to sleep. Did you see that? So what good is a stopwatch that goes to sleep? Okay, here we go. We're going to start. Top 5 success factors for CBD brands.
All right.
Yeah.
Ready?
We're ready.
Crank it up. Hey, thank you for being here. We're in part 3.
Part 3.
Part 3. And I think we're going to sneak in part 4 at the same time.
I think so. It's going to be a 2-for-1.
A twofer.
A 2-for-1.
A twofer. All right. Good deal. We are still on the top 5 success factors.
Wow. A little Freudian slip there.
I need another coffee here. Top 5 success factors for CBD brand leaders today. And thank you for being here, by the way. We love your questions. And make sure you engage with the team at the bottom. That's going to be good. We love questions. Bring them. And by the way, Joe Stolarczyk of Mosinee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
They're a drying and processing facility.
How do you spell that last name?
Stolarczyk.
Yeah, awesome.
Not enough vowels, dude.
CZYK. That's awesome. I love that.
Zik.
Stolarczyk.
Did I say it right?
I think I said
it
Mosinee,
right.
Wisconsin.
Let me know. Mosinee.
Okay.
So good. We're here. Work with farmers. That's good. Thank you for that, Joe. Appreciate it. You're going to enjoy what you get.
He said he's looking for direction and methods for his lab. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we can help you.
We can assist.
We can help you do that.
And just schedule a CBD jam session with the team.
Absolutely.
And we'll get you hooked up. Okay. So today we are going to be. Oh, by the way, if you have a frozen screen, just click on the refresh button. That'll do it. Enable your pop-up so you can see the chat bot, the little green leaf at the bottom right corner. You can, if you end up closing it, you can simply reopen it. It's pretty easy. We answer all questions. The team is there. Q, Elijah, and Lucas are always there answering questions all the time. So thank you for being here. Make sure you explore our resources, live tours, CBD jam sessions, extraction guides, distillation guides, calculator libraries, and our mini course library. It's going to be good. So today, we're going to talk about partners.
Okay.
Don't.
Yes. I mean, in general, yeah, I think that's probably good.
Just don't.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Okay.
But you really actually have to.
I mean, you can't do everything, and people need partners. So we're going to talk about choosing the right partners.
I don't know, monastics and things. They don't need partners, do they?
Absolutely.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then there you go. Everybody needs partners. So you need a partner. Choose the right partners. We're going to go through that a little bit. And we're also going to potentially jump to differentiate, how to define your niche and differentiate your brand. So this is all about brand leadership. And that's where we're going to go. So
we're going to talk a little bit about crawl, walk, running too.
Are we going to do that today?
Yeah. I think so, because that those all go together. So we'll do that.
We're cranking it up.
We are going to crank
up
here, the top
well,
5
we better get going. Top
success
5
factors for brand
That is
CBD
a
leaders.
spectacular photo. Isn't that a beautiful photo?
All right. Yeah, it is.
All right.
Here they are, right here.
James is sitting over there smoking a stogie.
Yeah.
Sipping his coffee, pretending he's working.
Wish that we were him. Okay,
and April's sitting way over there.
Yeah, she tries to ignore us, but I don't think she.
But she blushes very easily.
Yes. Okay. Number 1, planning. Get investors involved early. Number 1 top success factor. Number 2,
get them involved. Law and science. Understand the regulatory path.
Bam. Number 3.
Partners.
You got to choose your partners right.
You got to choose them right, or you're doomed.
Okay, so let's kind of go over that. You guys have seen this the last couple of weeks.
This is a great slide.
It's a good way to look at it. Hey, look, we asked a bunch of people what they thought were the main key factors associated with building a successful CBD brand, and this is really what came back. I mean, it's pretty awesome, and you can see here we've talked about the quality, the purity. We've talked about the branding up front. Basically, all of the things related to picking the right partners and differentiating your products. So we're going to kind of go right around here and kind of talk about all this stuff over here. So here we're going to get right into it.
Choose
the right partners. Okay.
Nice.
Let's talk about the different types of suppliers.
Oh boy.
What do you got?
Consultants.
Okay, yeah.
Equipment suppliers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, laboratories.
Oh, don't forget the lawyers.
Oh, and accountants.
Yeah, and farm, all your ingredients for your farming
The
stuff.
growers,
right?
yep.
Yeah, your growers. Oh, you might be a grower.
And each everywhere in that sequence, right?
How about a laboratory?
Oh, laboratory.
Yeah, you gotta have it. You
Oh,
gotta,
as Mel says, a laboratory.
Oh, yes, a laboratory.
That's he was doing tours the other day, and that's what he said.
Oh yeah.
And this is our laboratory.
I like how he says that.
I do too.
Hey, if you're going to get any of your materials co-packed, you're probably going to need a co-packer.
You need a co-packer.
If you're not going to do that, then it's fine. And then you got to think also about, maybe you are putting it out into distribution. You could almost think of them as a supplier too. So
well, they are partners. I mean, you've got to choose all the right. So all of these suppliers, absolutely, you need that.
Yeah. So look, at the end of the day, you have to choose what you're going to do, and you have to choose what you're not going to do.
And then when you start out, you're wearing all the hats.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You're wearing all of the hats.
Yeah, so
and then you either have to hire people to wear the hat that you don't want to wear, or that is better at it than you,
right?
Or you have to outsource that, and that's what suppliers are,
right?
So, but you have all those partners, whether they're employees, internal, or whether they're external, in this list that we've just laid out. Yeah.
So choose what you're going to do. And sometimes you're doing it all, but usually there's lots of first-time mistakes if you're going to do everything, right?
Oh, there's always first-time mistakes.
Don't start your business with some legal document that you just downloaded off the internet. Do not do that. do not do that. Go seek legal counsel. Seriously, don't do it.
You can do it, but you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But
okay.
We recommend
if you there's
that.
maybe one exception to that, maybe, and that would be if you are single member, LLC, or something like that.
If you're starting out as a small entity, you can do that.
If you have partners, if you have like legal partners, but like in your business, you must seek legal counsel.
And you need to know what you're actually doing and that it's the right document. So even if you don't, get legal counsel. Yeah. Truly. And accounting counsel also.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's good. And that's one of those areas we talked about in the first one or second one. No, second one. Get investors involved early. Yeah. Those investors can be those sources. They could be the lawyer. They could be the accountant. They could be a bank. They could be whatever. And they will bring that expertise to you and help you out, which is really, really quite good.
They want to help their investment. So you need to talk directly with the supplier as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you have, this is where we're talking about quality assessments, the quality audits, ingredients assessments, chain of custody. You got to go visit, and you got to send a quality person there. Yep. If you are acting as a quality person, you need coaching on that. We can help you with coaching. We can give you some checklists and things like that. But if you are in the business of looking at getting a supplier for either bulk oils coming in for your CBD line or for your CBG line, or you're talking about sourcing ingredients from your farms, guess what? You got to go talk to these guys. You got to see what's up, right?
Yep.
And we'll talk a little bit about what that is, and then lean supply chain. Well, this is something that we have touched on in a previous podcast. We talked about how lean manufacturing and the companies who do lean manufacturing will be positioned for greater cash generation. Okay, so if you want to go and look at that, but lean supply chain is one of those concepts where, like for example, if you have 100 acres, you don't want to have to store 100 acres in your production facility. You might not even have it. So you want to come up with an agreement where you would get a heartbeat supply coming from your farmer, and your farmer will probably be very happy to do that for you. Deliver on a schedule, set up whole systems, manage your inventory. We're not going to go into that so much, but it is a part of the supply chain process, especially for ingredients coming into your facility.
And we've touched on that. There's some of that in our library. So
Right.
YouTube, subscribe to YouTube,
Absolutely.
or our podcast, and you'll find those. Picking the right partners.
Yes. How do you do it?
Yeah, you find partners that have scars on their back from the arrows. That's what you want to do,
Okay.
and that you trust.
Yeah, exactly.
That leapfrogs over years of development.
Exactly. Yeah. So, look, whenever you're doing a startup, by the way, go to our website, take the startup assessment. It's basically just like a poll. You answer a bunch of questions and you get a score out. Okay. And the score will kind of tell you what your rank is relative to everybody else who's taken that quiz. It's kind of cool.
Wow. And
we got some, interesting questions. It'd take you maybe 3 minutes. You can do it on your phone. Just to go do it. But okay, so picking the right partners, leapfrog over years of development. So if let's say you got a startup time, you got time to start up, right?
Sure.
And if you can, let's say, okay, I'm going to start a business. This cost me $5 million. Okay, I'm starting it up, and now I need to get that all, and I need to learn everything, and so it's going to take me a lot longer than I thought, right? Okay, you can create the right partners, or you can get the right partners that will help you leapfrog all over that because they already know it.
Yes.
That's the purpose of consultants. They're not the full-time employees for you.
Yep.
That's the purpose of like suppliers, or that's the purpose of engineers. You bring them on a temporary basis because they happen to know about it because they've done it a bunch of times.
Exactly.
We've put hundreds of people into the hemp business. Okay, so we know the issues associated with that. We've been involved with putting hundreds of people into the cannabis business as well. So, go ahead, actually, equipment suppliers are actually a really great resource for you because they've seen a lot of different operations.
Yes.
But we have specifically made the investments into basically helping people from the very beginning to product.
Yeah, and really hundreds of people we have helped, and we've done this in all of this with layout. We have fire marshals on hand who can
SOPs,
answer questions, everything.
Support and maintenance training,
commissioning,
on-site training,
everything. We
automate
come
your
along
paperwork.
and help you and get those people. CGMP training. We have access to people who are getting people EU GMP certified around the world.
Right, isn't that great?
Yeah,
so it's really awesome.
We've got our partners as well that can come to,
and we can help you also. Like I said, we've offered you a resource, or we encourage you to download that. Here there's like an assessment for your supplier. Go download that assessment for your supplier. It will really help you. Trying to think. It'll say, okay, there's maybe 100 questions on there. Okay, it'll help you at least say, oh well, I need to be thinking about that,
Absolutely.
right? Or I need to at least be aware of. What do I need a quality agreement, or
And the team will have that link for you, so they can get you right there. Right,
it's in
to
the
that
notes.
assessment.
You'll find it in the notes. Okay,
Good
quality agreements are key. A lot of people will wonder what is a quality agreement. That's a part of the supply agreement.
Yep.
Okay, but it's basically the basics of quality that should be codified into an agreement with your supplier.
Yes.
Okay, specifications, delivery, testing, sourcing, and audit.
Absolutely.
So are you going to be able to audit their facility at any given time? You need to come in there and you need to ask them these questions right up front, right?
Yeah.
So
this sets expectations on both sides, and so there's nothing missed. If you don't set the expectations early, there's assumptions made, and you're both going to get burned at some point.
Yeah, exactly. So look, we receive quality audits from, and they usually call them desktop audits.
Yeah.
In other words, they're done over a computer. You can do them over whatever, but there's a questionnaire that comes.
Yeah.
We supply our certifications. We say, okay, here's when our last audit was done.
Here's the whole package.
Here's the whole package. Here it is. Here you go.
Boom, go.
Take it. So that's the kind of thing that you want. That's the kind of supplier you want to be dealing with.
And that's the way you want to be as well, because if you have it all ready to go and they ask for something and you deliver it quickly, the confidence goes up. It skyrockets.
By the way, this actually, after to come to think about it, this agreement is probably applicable to every one of your suppliers, whether you're a lawyer or whatever. Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, most people are like, oh, we don't have any specifications. Okay, well, we don't have any agreements on deliverables. Well, if they don't deliver anything, why should you pay them anything?
Okay. No soup for you.
Yeah, no soup for you. Okay. All right. Okay. So. My point here with this particular slide is, hey, look, at the end of the day, This is a complicated process, and you're going to need to have the right partner who knows what they're talking about. Okay, so that's the basic thing. You can concatenate these processes. You can put them together. There's plenty of points where you can interface and points of entry. We had talked about those in the last several weeks.
Yep.
Okay, about where to enter in. Do you want to enter in at the end product side of it? Do you want to enter in here at this post-processing formulation side of it, or do you want to be a build for the future, essentially, right?
Yep.
Build for the future, go pre-processing,
Absolutely.
extraction.
And I would call
be
this
vertically integrated.
complex rather than complicated, because it's easily discernible. So you can segment that out. So even though it looks complex, you can parse this out and be any one of these areas or partner with the areas pre and post, wherever you are in this process.
Right. So and if you're, for example, talk about to your accountant. Should your accountant know about this process?
Oh, yes.
Should your lawyer know about this process?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Should your investor know about this process?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And the better you can explain this process of where the raw goods are coming from and who's actually buying them,
the more confidence.
The more confidence the investor has.
Absolutely.
And
so
the accountant has, and your lawyer has.
You remember the first success factor is get your investor involved early.
Yeah. And this is how to get them involved. So know this process.
Yeah. So here we go.
And because it's complex and you can explain it, it's huge.
So you got manufacturing experience, operational excellence, quality experience, and then you got to go see. Those are the basic four things that you need to do.
Go see, go ask, talk to people.
Get out, get up, get out, go see. You have to
There was
do
a
that.
beat behind that.
I think at the end of the day, it's kind of funny because, you really have to go see it with your own eyes.
You do.
So look,
we invite people here all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Come see our demo facility.
Yeah.
Come see it. Look at it. Really get to know it, understand it. We have tons of resources. That you can say, hey, look, I want to get into an extraction business. Okay, well, I want to know about the extractor. Great. Well, come to us because we have videos, we have resources, we have guides, we have all this stuff.
Absolutely. And time and again, we have our live tours,
we
have our live demos. We're going to learn you. So, but being here, I mean, every single person said it is so different being here than seeing it. But watching all of the resources, they were ready, but it made so much more sense and tangible sense to them to just be right here. So pick the right partners. We all have to deal with partners, internal and external. And you're wearing all those hats until you pick those right partners.
Right. So you have to decide what you're going to do and what you're not going to do.
Yep.
That's business plan 101.
Bang.
Okay,
Yes.
That's it right there. And then the stuff that you're not going to do, you have to get partners, and you have to have the money in order to get those partners.
Yep.
So, okay.
And
so
what
there
you
it is
choose
right
to do it really, really well.
Yeah.
Know it, do it, be the go-to for that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, okay. So as a scientist, I'm a scientist. So, we have the idea that we can do sales better than anyone else and blah, 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 blah.
I'm sorry, did that giggle?
But okay, look, eat some humble pie. Realize that there's science to every one of these areas.
I'm in
there's
sales and revenue
sales
generation.
science,
I can explain science better than anybody.
There we go. All right. We're all set. Okay, let's move on here, guys. Okay. But I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the mindset of a bootstrapper is to bootstrap himself up on every different level and to overwhelm it with overwhelming force, right?
Yeah.
Like brute force.
Yep.
And actually, that's a really great way to be successful. It really absolutely is.
It really is. Bootstrapping works.
But if you bootstrap and you brute force on very specific items, you'll see you'll excel at that. Okay.
Yeah. And you need, there comes a point in that bootstrapping where you have to bring other people in.
Right.
You don't have a choice.
Right.
That's when you have to give those hats off.
So that's all about choosing the right partners.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's choose the partners. Make sure, and it's in proximity. It's about everything that we just went through. So pick the right partners. Okay. So now let's jump into differentiation and defining your niche.
Okay.
Is that good? Let's just keep going. Let's crank it.
Okay. Start with the who.
The who.
Start with the who.
Who.
Okay,
Who?
so this gets the award for the least dense slide.
Yes.
There are
this
no
is it.
tables.
Who? Who?
This is it.
Okay, start
Okay,
with who. So who are you
Who?
going? Who
Who?
are your partners? Who are your
Who?
customers?
Who?
Exactly? Who?
Ooh.
Is that how you feel all the time when you're?
Hey, yeah.
I get it when
Yeah.
I'm talking.
All right, go
No,
ahead.
but you really have to start with the who. All right, and who are your customers? Who are your partners? Who are you selling to? What are you defining? Where are you at? Let's go.
Okay,
Crank it
look,
up.
here's how I like a table, right?
Yep.
So what I do is I put the
He really
particular
likes
table.
tables.
I have it in there. I put it on my spreadsheet and I say, okay, I define it. Here's who I want to. I want to sell to males 18 to 24.
Yeah, full
Okay.
different. I mean,
And then
defined avatar.
I'm gonna say what are the needs?
Yeah.
And then what needs is my product going to fulfill for that particular
Yes.
demographic.
Yeah.
Okay. Define your person.
Define them all the way. So again, a couple of episodes ago, we started talking about a female hipster. That is your
We did.
define topic. What type of topicals do they need? What kind of potions and lotions do they want? And what are they looking for in those? And in the brand, and how do you express that to them that this is the best product for that demographic?
Right.
That's what the who is, and they want to know the why.
Yes.
They want to know why did you choose them and why are you talking to them?
Right.
The who, it always comes down to the who. And you want to create the ownable and advantaged niche.
Right. Now, one who that you cannot ignore
Horton.
is your investor.
Okay.
Okay, because
Yeah, true.
your investor is also a who.
It is a who.
Okay, and you just want to make sure that you give them the why when you are.
And when you
when
give
you're
them the why,
asking them
it's
for
like the who's of Whoville giving Horton the reason for their success, and he took care of them forever.
Right. Why should he invest in you? Right.
That's
what
exactly
is it?
right.
And what do you do that is going to be, the next great thing? And what you're going to tell them, of course, is that you're going to create an ownable and advantaged niche brand, and you're going to dominate worldwide. Of
Go
course.
own it.
All right.
Blue ocean strategy, baby.
So, result of thoughtful balance of unique, authentic brand story plus innovative products that are the natural extension of it. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that is well written. Wow.
I really want to read that book. That looks like it would be fun.
I like the butterflies coming out of it. That's that's pretty good.
That is
And then
pretty
you have
good.
the little CBD with like capsules next to it. That's pretty
I
good.
really want to read that book.
Creating an ownable and advantaged niche. Okay.
Yeah.
So here are some steps to doing that. You got to prove the market, right?
do.
Okay. So
Do your research.
do your research. So there are some good resources out there for you guys. Spins is a company that syndicates data for for brands and for products. Okay, so once you have your person figured out and you figure out what their needs are, then you're going to have to come out with a product strategy that meets the needs.
Absolutely.
Aha!
Figure out how to solve their problem.
Yes.
What are they doing? And make sure they have money to spend.
Yeah. Right.
Really?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, right. Right. I mean, yeah.
Details.
I haven't figured out the kid branding. I mean, like on YouTube, right?
Yep.
They make like lots of money. Okay,
They do.
they really, really do. But I'm trying to figure out how they do that. I mean, how
Because
do they do
the
that?
kids' parents have money to spend.
I guess so. There we go. So are they
kids are
marketing the kids
relentless.
or
Don't you
okay,
remember?
whatever. Okay, we're going off topic here. Brightfield Group CBD category research. Hey, look, you guys, you can download this stuff. The spins data, you're going to have to spend some money. But look, you should also be talking to your target demographic, right?
Absolutely.
Look, if you don't have anybody to talk to, if you're not talking to anybody, as an investor, I'm going to ask you, how many of your demographic have you talked to?
Yes. And that doesn't mean, you can do it on the phone, you can do it elsewhere, but get in the car, get on the train, get on your bike, go to meet the farmer, go meet the hipsters, go meet
Right.
the end user and the supplier.
Right.
Where do you want to go?
Do they like your brand? I
Yeah.
mean, what do they feel when they interact with your brand? I mean, And do they like the product? Is the product good? Okay, so anyway, so prove the market. Go to Google also. Google is
Good,
is
yes.
great.
Industry
Magazines, yeah,
absolutely.
product focus. Nothing beats a PO.
Yeah.
That is purchase order, guys.
Yes, nothing beats that, because
no.
that is the next step is actual cash.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Purchase order is contractual, of
Yes,
course.
it is.
So once you have the PO, you now have a contract, which is a huge first step. Obviously, your investor, if you say, "Hey, look, I got a PO,"
Yep. Wow.
there you go.
Boom. You can borrow money against that.
The right
PO.
people and the right know-how.
The right
Okay,
know-how.
so that's
So
where you
do
prove
it.
the market product
The who and the
differentiation.
why. Yes.
This
Branding is key.
This is really where you are looking at, okay, I know my person. Okay, now I know what they need. I'm going to create a product that will meet their need, and now I need to brand that product so it will be appealing, that will
To
show
that
them
demographic.
to that demographic, that'll show them, hey, this is the image that I want to convey to my target demographic.
Absolutely.
Branding is key. Branding is image. The media is the message.
Yep. Who are you and why are you targeting me?
Right.
Okay. If you're targeting me, why? Because I need to trust you. And the other thing is that I keep hearing is, once you understand what solution they're seeking, and you create a product that will deliver that solution in the price point that they can afford and they really want, and it could be a high price point. Your branding can be, I mean, seriously, $1,000 for an Hermes handbag. You think it costs $1,000 to make an Hermes?
It's all brand. It's all brand.
Thousands of dollars.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I'm like,
There are some other items of product differentiation that you need to think about too, besides brand. You got
Yes, you do.
infrastructure
Yes.
and quality systems. Like,
you have to
for
deliver
example,
that.
Yeah. So you're like, okay,
High quality.
You can't just you don't want to, for example, go onto Google my business and put a little pin saying that it's at my house, okay? Because they're going to go there. They're going to say, okay, well, where's your production facility? You say you can deliver, 50,000 units a month, okay?
That's right.
Where's the production facility? Where's the quality systems? Okay, where's your quality manager? Okay, whatever. Okay, so product ingredients are key with combination ingredients. These are some suggestions for product differentiation. If you can get high quality, clinical grade ingredients and you mix those up with other ingredients, like they call combination ingredients, those can become very unique. Think in the supplement world, okay, lots of different things. So deliver on consumer driven attributes, which are organic, non-GMO, paraben-free, vegan, if you're talking about both cosmetics and regular
BPA free.
BPA free. BPA free. Here we got Fiji water with no BPA in it.
That's right.
And that is what we now know as leachables and extractables.
We do know that. They're
Yes.
not from the Amazon queen. And then also, you can product differentiate into minor cannabinoids, not just CBD. You can go to the CBG, CBC,
Right.
CBN, and there's a lot of research being done
Right.
on those. And CBG is pretty hot right now. There's a lot of research being done on CBC and the advantages. Even terpenes, you can focus on the terpene
Yeah.
levels, or just even the full entourage.
Flavor and aroma.
But
is
get
hot.
good at it, know it,
Absolutely.
and know why it connects with your end customer.
So opportunities for differentiation, focus on the minor cannabinoids. A lot of people right now are they're focused on the CBD side of it.
Yep.
Focus on those minors.
Yeah.
Okay. Focus on quality. Focus on science. Hey,
Yep.
look, there's a lot of like not so good actors out there that are definitely don't
Yeah,
have that.
they don't have
So if you can
And we
focus
got
on
good
that-
people like Kyle and Renato who are waiting for me right now. They are focused on CBG.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
there you
their
go.
key. That's
Yeah.
their thing.
CBD product segment review. So this is give you an idea here of something you might, like a report that you might get from SPINS data, which is really great because you're going to be able to take the SPINS data and you're going to be able to show it to your investor and say, hey, look, this is a category that here's the main thrust of the category, and we're going to market our products in that. So for example, the CBD segments, you got food, you got pet, you got misc, pet care, candy, skincare. You say, well, okay, we are going to innovate and differentiate our product in the basically $3 million candy market, and we're going to blow that up into $10 million over the next 2 years.
Wow.
Okay, so that would be something that you could say. This is just a snapshot of what is. your investor is not going to want to hear what you're going to do that fits into what is. Okay.
Yeah.
No, because then you're just
Where are you
logging it
growing?
out. Where are you growing? What's the next big thing? We're talking about product differentiation. There you go.
And why you believe that is. That's the confidence you have to convey to that investor.
And then once you have your story, you got to shout your story from the rooftops. Okay.
Pitch.
Yeah. And that goes online, that goes on LinkedIn, that goes on your social media, that, just be a one
Be
one
the
person.
influencer. Be the go-to.
Yeah, right.
And everything we're talking about with the brand allows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
Just start talking.
Yeah.
Okay, look, if you know your stuff good enough to pitch it to an investor,
Yeah.
you should be on Instagram Live pitching it.
To your customer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Or YouTube
or
Live,
to your
or
investor.
Facebook Live,
Yes.
or whatever you need.
Go.
Go out, get your message
Talk
out.
to people.
So,
Perfect.
that's very good. So anyway, so that's really the differentiation portion to this. And we're just, because I only have one slide under the build, so let's go ahead and do that. Number 5.
Okay.
This is the last of the top 5 success factors. We'll crawl, walk, run.
Okay.
We've gone through the differentiation, defining your niche. Look, you got to build distribution. Okay, this is all about the next. This is the next thing. Okay, look, if you're not building distribution, if you're not building your channel, you're not going to have a brand success.
Correct.
Okay, so these are the things that you need to think about. Direct to consumer, your traditional and your non-traditional channels. Okay,
Yep.
So under your direct to consumer, you got large channel for CBD, immediate distribution, full portfolio, strong margins, a platform to tell your story. But it's really difficult to drive traffic and build sales because you're talking about one by one.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's a highly competitive market.
And it's
So you've got to make sure you're differentiating well if you're going direct to the consumer.
Right. So that, and then there's a traditional, obviously national footprint. We're talking about Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid. Okay, those types of sales are typically a B2B sale, right? And you have people who are very skilled at getting, larger orders. So those would be like, hey, I need 6 pallets in 3 different locations around the country,
Yep.
and I need you to deliver on those in 3 weeks. That's the type of traditional distribution that you need to be. And there are plenty of distributors.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the large big box retailers are not ready for CBD or CBD derived products, period. So the DTC and the non-traditional arms are really kind of the really way to go. The traditional side is a little bit more conservative. They're risk averse. They're basically driven by lawyers.
And they're
It's a
going to
long
make you
selling cycle.
carry that load.
Right.
They're gonna have you carry their water for as long as they can
Right.
make you, and they don't care if that puts you out of business.
Right. Overall, are more willing to merchandise CBD products, short selling cycle for the non-traditional channels, and then more fragmented sales base, but they can really drive some really good numbers.
They can.
So there are 3 basic distributions, and what you should be doing right at the get-go
Choose.
is you should be, basically reaching out to distributors in those areas. I think you should do all of them if you can.
Yep.
Because some of the distributors will have inroads into your traditional and non-traditional.
But you have
They
to
won't do any of
start
that.
somewhere.
You have to start
So
somewhere.
don't try to hit all of them at once. And
Make relationships.
But
That's all I'm
as
saying.
you're
Network,
talking
network,
about
network,
your
network.
brand,
Yeah.
absolutely. As you're starting your brand, find out who it's resonating with the most and focus on them first.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That low hanging
If you have a muscle rub that's really doing good,
Yeah.
focus on your muscle rub.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You don't need me to tell
That's
you that,
it.
right?
One
Who's
thing.
using it? Well, we got a demographic over 50 years old who's got pain in the knees. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I mean, start to work there, right? I mean, and then market there. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so that's the number 5.
I think that's good.
Actually, this is actually the most important
It
of
is.
all the top 5 success factors is building your distribution. If you don't have distribution, you got nothing.
You got nothing. You've
Yeah.
got to have that customer. Everything we talked about brand, you've got to define it. You've got to refine it. You got to go.
Okay.
And it's crawl, walk, run. That's what we talked about. So we covered 5 topics over the last 3 episodes of the podcast here. We talked about plan how to get your investors involved early.
Yep.
We talked about law and science, understanding the regulatory path as it applies to your brand. We talked about choosing the right partners, internal and external. We talked about how to differentiate and define your niche.
Right.
And we talked about how to build through distribution channels. And you as a crawl, walk, run strategy, pick one that resonates with your brand and with your offering, and start there, but then expand that horizontally as you're growing into that distribution channel.
Right.
Go.
I mean, just, get your distribution agreements up and start signing away.
Start signing them away. Thank you. This
Sign
was
and drive.
Sign and drive. We talked about a whole ton. Congratulations again to Joe. Thank you for being here. We are available for CBD jam sessions. Just click us on the green leaf down there. The team is there. Eli and Q and Lucas are ready to answer your questions and set up CBD jam sessions for you on any part of this. And they bring us in as needed. If there's some detail or follow-up, we're happy to be part of that. We love it. Make sure that you explore all of our resources. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your questions. Subscribe to our podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our calculator library and all of our social channels. Register for our next session, which is extractlab.com/set-list. We covered a ton of everything: packaging, investments, CBD, stocks. We covered everything.
Right.
Well done.
All right.
Good job. And good job. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in this podcast. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Thanks.
See ya.
Are you stuck in your hemp or cannabis business? Are you not reaching your processing goals? Here at Extract Lab, we offer a free 20-minute CBD jam session. A CBD jam session is a conversation with an industry expert, not a sales call. A conversation where you can talk to us about whatever issues you are having right now and where you are stuck. We will help you uncover any issues you are currently having in your business, create a solution to fit your current scale, develop a future scale-up plan based on your needs, and help you make your processing goals a reality, all while getting your business plan back on track. Schedule your free 20-minute CBD jam session at 1-651-600-0036. Again, that number is 1-651-600-0036.